Up next, we have Jacob Weiss and Daniel Sarzosa. Jacob Weiss is the founder of Playing by Air, an entertainment company that uses juggling and a variety of arts to support community arts and health initiatives, in particular for cancer prevention and awareness. Dr. Weiss also works closely with nonprofit organizations on strategies for building relationships and community partnerships using social media. Daniel Sarzosa is a high school student from Manchester, Tennessee, who practices the art and extreme sport of flatland unicycling.
Okay, so how do people talk about having an impact in your world? Well, a lot of times, and what we've heard a lot today is, you have to start with your passion. What do you love to do? And do it well and inspire others through that. But then on the other hand, you might have people talk about the importance of focusing on your education and going to school, staying in school, graduating, and learning the tools and the fundamentals that will allow you to have a job that can have an impact in the world. And then you'll have people who describe the importance of going out into your community, getting to know your community, getting your hands dirty in the real world, and that's how you can have an impact. And all of these are important philosophies and approaches, but what I think has the most potential for an individual to have a sustainable impact in their community is not thinking about these as individual silos, but rather how can we synergize them and work together, and that's how we can have more of an impact as individuals in our communities. So I'm going to play a short video that's part of the work I'm doing with community partners here in Nashville, including the Vanderbilt Ingram Cancer Center, and it's based in part from my research work as a graduate student at Vanderbilt, developing online tools to connect and create awareness for cancer survivor support and prevention organizations in the community, as well as part of my own personal passion for bringing people together through juggling and entertainment. And this is, the video is the first one we did, and it was for Testicular Cancer Awareness Week, which is the first week in April. So that's a project we're doing called Catch It Early. And you might, before watching this, you might not have thought that juggling and cancer awareness had a lot in common. But actually, it's this difference that's the most important part. It's finding the complementary passions and interests that you have and finding ways to make them work together. And that's where you have the innovation and ideas that occur. So, if you're a juggler, an artist, an entrepreneur, an athlete, a hobbyist, how can you find ways to use your passion and apply it to what you're learning in your academic career and use that together to find new ways to solve problems and address challenges? And at the same time, how can you take the theories and the methods that you're learning in school and apply them to think in new ways about your passions and find new ways to reach the community through them? And then most of all, how can you work with the community rather than developing your ideas and your education in isolation? How can you work in collaboration with the community, build on the existing strengths of the community, and use those tools and abilities to impact people around you in the world and in your local community? So, what it takes is your passion, your education, and your community all working in synergy. Now I'd like to introduce Daniel Sarzosa, who's a high school student from Manchester, Tennessee, who practices the art of unicycling and is going to illustrate what it means to have this balance in your life.